Hello everyone and welcome to our beautiful Christmas craft along card number 4. So last Sunday we did card 1, project 2, a bonus one, and then we did card number 2, project 3. Today we're doing project 4, card number 4. So I am so looking forward to doing this with you today. So we're going to do the first card, then we're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we'll come back and do the second one, take a break, and the third one. The reason I'm doing this is so that when you're wanting to rewatch it, or maybe you're watching and you want to go back and watch, you'll find where they are. Now, they will be moved over onto my YouTube channel so that you don't lose them, because Facebook remove all our videos after 30 days now. So if you come on, don't forget to say hello, say where you're from. For the girls that have got their kits with them, make sure you grab your kits out. Hi Susan, how are you? And we're doing card number 4. So let me go through what we're going to need, but I'm just going to give everyone a couple of seconds to see if they come on, and if they don't, we'll get going and they can watch the replay. But yeah, we'll see how we go. This card that we're making today is beautiful. If you got your kits, you would have got your frame, or you would have got your cardstock to do your frame. I'm using this embossing folder today, which is the joined together. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this one. It goes so well with Christmas as well as other projects, and I love that it's got like all the different patterns going up the embossing folder, and I love that. I think it's really gorgeous. It's a really good one. We're also using and stamping out from the Christmas greenery, which is this one here. We're going to be using today. And now if you have the stamp and you don't have the dies, you can fussy cut it. Otherwise you can use your dies, okay? The other thing we're going to be using today, if you want to grab them out, is the Real Red ink, Old Olive ink and Pool Party, and also our Wink of Stella pen. Okay, so they're the things that we'll be using today. And your kit. So don't forget your kit. Hi Caroline Matthews, how are you today? Have you got Barb with you today? Just checking. So we just went through all the products that we needed. So I'll go through them really quick one more time as I move them out of my way off the desk. The embossing folder, if you haven't got this one, you can choose any embossing folder that you want. This one's joined together. If you haven't got that one, you can use any. And if you're crafting along, you can craft along and make your own designs. And we need the Christmas greenery dies and stamp set, which is really beautiful. Hi Barb too. I'm glad you're both there. You're going to need your kit number 4. Old Olive, Real Red, Pool Party, so I'm just going to move them out of the way, and Wink of Stella pen. You're either going to need a pair of paper snips to cut around your stamp flowers if you don't have the die, okay? And that's fine. Now just remember, when you're doing these classes, you can go back and rewind and watch and rewind and watch. So, you know, some people like to come on and watch the whole lot first. Some people like to craft along with me, and that's fine. I'm going to take it nice and slow for you, especially for the girls that have already got their kits. Now, if you don't have your kits, I'll just go through quickly what you're going to need. Your base card, which I'm going to go through the kit with you now. I'm going to just come through. Our base card is Old Olive. It's 14.5 by 21 centimetres, and you're going to score it at 10.5. Then you're going to need a 14 by 10 piece of white cardstock. That's going to go into the center of your card. I'm just going through your kit with you guys. Then you're going to have a white piece of cardstock, which is 14 by 9, and then your frame, which is going to go over the top of that after. Now, this frame is really good because you can do lots of different frames with this one, but I've chosen that one, so I hope you like the one that I chose for you. Yeah, so your card goes over that, over your frame. So, and then you're going to need your other piece of card to stamp out 1 or 2, depending whether you want to layer it or not. Okay, and you're using your Memento black ink, or if you haven't got Memento, you can use your StazOn, whatever you want to use. We're not using blends on this. We're actually colouring with our Wink of Stella pen. Now, if you don't have a Wink of Stella pen, I'm shaking it because you need to give it a good shake. If you haven't got a Wink of Stella pen, you can just use your water painters. Okay, so you can just use a water painter. But just be mindful when you're painting on your cardstock that you don't get it too wet, okay, or it will peel. So make sure you have a tissue or a piece of paper towel to blot your water painter on. That's a great gold nugget, I'm telling you now. So let's get started. Now, the girls, you would have got your instruction sheets in here. The frames were cut out of the Gallery Bloom dies as well. So if you don't have that one at home, you can use any that you want, okay? So not a problem. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Once I bring the camera down, I don't see the screen as much. So once I've done that, then just leave your questions and I'll get back to you after the video. Now we will do this card. Once we've finished it, we'll stop and have a few minutes break, maybe 10 minutes to get your next lot of projects out, have a toilet break, a stretch and a cuppa, and then we'll come back to the next one. Okay, so you should have in your little pack too your Joy, which you will be using either your red ink or your blender if you want to on that, and you'll have some little brads in there in your kit as well. Okay, now you won't be getting the stamped images. You'll have to stamp your own images out because we're not allowed to give out stamped images. So that's a bit crappy, isn't it? But we're not. Okay, so if your back cardstock's a little bit longer, just make sure you trim it off before you start. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just take 0.5 off my cardstock. Now, the reason I say this, sometimes when I'm cutting out, I'm just cutting it to basic measurements. So it should be 13.5 by 9. Excuse me. Oh, not a good, I've still got this cough. So excuse me if I cough. Once you've got this bit, I'm going to come down to the workbench now. No, I'm doing, what am I doing? We're doing card number 4 at the moment. I'll have to have a look, Caroline. But we're doing card number 4 first. Sorry about that. I missed card number 3, didn't I? That's all right. I'll grab it out later. Okay, let's come down to the workbench and we'll see how we go. I'm just going to move this up a little bit so you can sort of see. And excuse me, but I'm going to grab a butter menthol because I've got that horrible tickle in my throat again. And I'm going to grab my embossing machine. and my embossing folder that you choose to use today. And I'm using the joined together one. It's a really beautiful embossing folder, this one. Now, when you put this in, you can do them separate or you can put them on top of one another, which I'm going to do. I'm going to put my frame on top of my card and then I'm going to run it through that way. Okay. And I'm going to grab my, oh, I've got to grab my base plate. It's just here. Okay. I thought I'd grabbed everything. I've been cleaning up as I've been packing up for Craft Alive. Tell me if you're going to come down and join in one of my kit classes. 1 o'clock each day. Be doing the Christmas one. $25. Not a bad price, actually. Oh, what am I doing, Teresa? Forgot. I'm not doing die cutting. I'm doing embossing. So it's just the base plate and the grey plate. Sorry about that. I nearly did the wrong plates. Oh, okay, that can go down there. So as you can see, I've done the two together. So I got my frame, and I like doing them together because then that way when we raise this up, this bit up, you're going to have it all sort of matching a little bit. Now, you can choose whether you use dimensions or, I'm just looking for my strips, or whether you use your strips. I love using strips when I'm doing this. Now, this card also makes a fantastic shaker card if you wanted to make it into a shaker card. To do that, all you would need is a piece of window sheet behind here first, and then attach it to here. Okay, so this is the first thing we're going to do. We're going to make sure that we have it the right way around. I'm going to put the zigzaggy bits down the bottom, I think. The pattern, triangle-y patterns. I'm going to turn that around. And I'm going to grab my strips out. Now, I don't know if I put strips in for you guys. So if I didn't put strips in your kit, just make sure that you get some dimensions out. Sorry about that. I was waiting for an order to come in from Stampin' Up, and it wasn't coming, and I wanted to get all the kits done. So I do apologise if you've got no strips in yours. But you can use your dimensions as well. I like to use 2 on each side, at the top and the bottom, and 2 on each side. So it just holds it really nice, because we're not doing a shaker card, so we don't have to do it right around. Now, if you're one of those people that likes to step up and you don't want all white, you can come in with a blending brush and do some soft blue if you want to. Christmas this year's pastels, and you see it everywhere this year. You're going to see it in all the shops, and the decorations are all going to be like pastels. So we're just taking these off, our strips off. I'll give everyone time to catch up. And when you finish your cards today, take a selfie of yourself with your cards so I can put them up. Send them to me. I'd love to see your cards finished. Okay, so we're going to place this over the top of this card. like this. Now we've got our nice frame. Okay, so how's everyone going with that? Get rid of all my rubbish on the side here. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to colour in our flowers, whether you want 1 or 2. Okay, and I've already stamped these out. I stamped them out a little bit earlier. So you can either stamp out 1 if you want 1 across. If you want to raise some of the flowers up, and cut 2 out, stamp 2 out, and you can colour the way you want. So we're going to start off with our, I'm just going to grab my little blocks. One, two, three. It's a shame you can't get these little blocks anymore. I got them when they were available, but they've taken the A block off, which is a shame, because they are so good for painting with, because you only need a tiny little bit of colour on your block. And I don't want my Wink of Stella to go through my colouring. Don't forget to give your pen a good shake if you haven't used it for a little while. Get the colour coming up. We're going to do, you can do whatever colours you want, but I'm choosing to do a little bit of blue in my flowers. But you can do red if you want to. Okay, it's however you want to do it, that's fine. If you want to do a completely different colour, that's fine too. That's why I love you to share your cards at the end, because then that way we can see what everyone's done. Because I know everyone's not going to do exactly what I do, because we all like things differently. So, but if you do, that's fine too. Casing's okay, it's allowed. So we're going to colour these ones in. And you're only picking up the slightest bit of colour on this and letting that beautiful Wink of Stella, I don't know if you can see it shining. It's hard to tell sometimes, you've got to get the light right, but that's okay. And then we're going to come in and colour this end. And quite often I do these red, but because we're going to do our focus point on the poinsettia red on this card, or I am, yeah, I'm going with the pastel shade blue. It's Pool Party that I'm using. Sorry, I hope I'm not making a lot of noise with this lolly in my mouth. Okay, so the test results sort of come back from my pill cam. Remember, I went and had a pill cam last week, and they sort of think or thought it was a hernia. But now they're not too sure, and they're going to send me off for a PAT scan on Tuesday. So we'll wait and see. I'm looking forward to Tuesday, not for the PAT scan, but for my haircut. Who loves getting their hair done? I love sitting at the hairdressers. Okay. So I've got the 5 flowers done, and I've done them in Pool Party. Then I'm going to come in with the poinsettia, and I'm going to put my 2 colours down now. I'm going to come in with red, real red. You can even use any red that you have, or an orangey red, or Poppy Parade is what I'm thinking of. You can even use a Poppy Parade if you want to, or something like that. Depends what colour of reddish you want. Scrap bit of paper we need over here. I've got a scrap here. Scrap bit of paper, wipe your tool on, just need a little one, not much. Now I'm going to do a little bit of green into the poinsettia first. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit of green coming in through here. I don't want it dark, so I'm sort of doing a little bit of a wipe off first. Tell me, what colours are you doing your flowers? You can write it up afterwards. I know you're busy crafting. Okay, now I'm going to come in with the red over the top. And just have a little bit of that green coming through as well. Who loves painting with the Wink of Stella? Oh my God, I do. You can lighten or darken your petals up as you go. And that's your choice. Like, if you like light, you can go really light and have it very faint. Or if you like it really dark, you can come in and do them really dark. I love that the glitter that comes into it, like that shimmer. The shimmer is just beautiful, especially for Christmas. You see beautiful shimmer cards at Christmas time. Okay, so you can sort of see, I'm going to hold that up. You can sort of see I've got a bit of green coming through as well. Okay, so which is really, really nice. Now, I know some of the girls couldn't join me today, but that's fine. They're going to watch the replay. So, hello to you girls that couldn't come today. Enjoy the replay. We can't always attend. Could be doing something really important with family. And that's important. Or you could be working. Hope you're doing something fun. Okay. In here, I love it when people contact me and say, oh, I can't come, I'm going to have to do the replay. But that's fine. Okay, so we colour around here. And colour in around here. So you can sort of see now I've done the poinsettia. And now I'm going to do the leaves. And those stalky things, what are they called? I can't think. Anyhow, I'm going to do them. Clean your brush off after using the red. Okay. I'm going to leave these on the block because we'll probably, I don't know, might have to use them again, I think. I'm not sure. Okay, in with your leaves. You can do light or dark. You can do whatever colour you choose because we've all got different tastes in our palettes. So just use what you've got at home too. That's important to use what you've got in your stash because I tell you what, if you've got a lot of stash or a lot of crafting supplies, you want to be able to use them. So make sure you use them. Okay. And turn it around as you work as well because this saves you putting your hand over the top of your work. You don't want to smudge your work. Okay, down here. So what's everyone been up to this morning? I've been busy still sorting out for Craft Alive and packing up stuff and making sure I had everything. And actually packed it up more neater and into less boxes, which was good. It's very hard when you're packing. You don't want to make the boxes too heavy, but You can't always fit all the boxes in the car, so you need to make sure that you pack wisely. Okay, so I'm just going to do one on this one. How's everyone going with their colouring in? Okay, don't forget, if you're interested in the next post out, it's still at a discounted price of $45. Normally they're $70. And we'll be doing, I think I said it's going to be occasions, so we're going to be doing occasions. But yeah, I'll work that out. So now you can either fussy cut that if you haven't got the die, okay? Or if you've got the die, you can bring your die cutting machine up. And we'll make sure we put the right plates on this time. So I've got base plate, plate number 2, plate number 3, and then another plate number 3. But first we're going to put down, I'm going to trim this one off because sometimes when your plates are well worn like this, they mark the card. So I don't want to mark that one because I can use that one again. I'm going to put that in under there. Now, a little tip, if you don't want it to move, is I always keep a little bit of washi tape on my top of mine. If you're using it straight from a reel like this, make sure that when you, this is a good gold nugget, guys, when you rip it off to use or cut it off to use, make sure that you actually put it on your hand and then peel it off and maybe do it again. Now, the reason you do that, still holds things down, but it takes a little bit of the tack that it won't rip your paper, okay, because we don't want our paper ripped. So we're going to get our die out now. So if you've got a different flower, that's fine. Just work out which one you've got and line it up. Okay, and then this is where the washi tape comes in really handy. Just putting it down, not too hard, but just so that it doesn't move. I'm going to put it onto the, just so it doesn't move. Okay, so that's all sitting nice and straight. And bring our third plate, number 3 again, on top and then wind it through. Okay, through we go. Oh, it's hard on my hand. My right hand just doesn't like working some days. The things we put up with. Just because I have to craft. I can't sit and do nothing. It's too hard. Too hard to sit and do nothing. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that off. And we have our nice Wink of Stella pen colouring in done. So, really lovely. You can always use these for banners or whatever they're the scraps. So don't throw them out until you either punch some banners out or die cut some banners out and then throw your scraps away. Like, spend 10 minutes after you finish your card just using all your scraps for banners and that, and then you've got a whole heap ready for when you need them. It's a good idea. Okay, how's everyone going with that? So then we're going to grab our card, and I haven't scored the card, so we're going to bring it up and score it. 10.5. I never know how much to do or not to do for people because I feel you have to do something. I feel you have to do something, so yeah, and it's fun. So we're going to bring this down and we're going to bring in our bone folder. We're going to make sure that it's level at both corners, so make sure that it's leveled and straight at your corners, and then get that bone folder and give it a bit of a varnish along the edge. It just helps it sit nice and straight for when you're wanting to stick things down. So we're going to stick the inside one in first, and I just love using the Tombow glue. So some things I provide, some things I don't provide. Tombow glue I do not provide for you. So just use your Tombow glue or your tear tape, whichever one you prefer. Or you might use the seal. That's entirely up to you too. So the thing I like about the liquid glue is it's got a little bit of give. You can move it around a little bit if you have to. And then we're going to pop our card down on here. So I'm just going to put some glue on the back here. And because it's embossed, I'm just going to put a little bit more than normal in towards the centre, not around the outer edge, because we don't want it to come out. If it's hard to line up, open your card up. That's a really good way of doing it as well. And then you can sort of centre it into having a border all the way around. Okay, how are we all going? I hope we're all going well. Okay, the next job is to get our coloured in flowers, and we're going to bring this in onto our frame like this. Okay, so you can use some dimensions behind there, but not where it's got it, not where it's the edge. Make sure that the dimensions are sort of in underneath this bit here. So I'm just going to grab my dimensions. They're here somewhere. I probably grabbed them for earlier. Okay, let me just grab another pack out of here. Sorry guys, my arm's right there in the way. Oh, did I put that new packet in here? No, but I've got some leftovers I can use. Okay, so I'm just going to go around, use up another one. Okay, so I'm going to put some just in here, and how long is that one? And just in here. So you can sort of see I've just put it in the center piece, not on the ends. And then this is just going to go however you want to line this up. And you can stick those bits in under there then. Then we're going to grab our joy to the world. Now, I'm not sure if you all got the same. You should have got 3 red ones and 1 green one of these. Hopefully you all got them in your kit. Okay, and they should be on a little piece of plastic, so make sure you peel them off. Okay, so we're going to do that one. We're going to put the green one in the center of our poinsettia, and we're going to now colour our joy in. So I'm going to, I'll tell you what's a really good thing to colour on when you're colouring is your sheets of your dimensions. This is a really good tip because I love using these when I'm colouring, because you can just wipe them. So we're going to come in, oh, I don't want that. We're going to come in with the red. And we're going to pick up the red, and we're going to start with our J. And we're going to come in, and I love it because you can come over the edge and it's okay. it's quite okay. And you can come in as dark, make it as dark as you want. But yeah, quite often I keep a whole heap of these just to paint on. because they're really good to do that. Okay, so we're going to come into the O now. And we're going to swing it around. And we're going to put our finger here. Hopefully it's dried. It has. And we're going to come down and do our Y. Now you can do all three colours if you want to. You can do your blue in one colour, like in the O, and the Y in the red, and the J in the green if you want to. Especially using the Wink of Stella, you can change the colours around if you want to, which is really good. And you can just keep adding until you get it to the colour that you want. Okay, so if you want it a little bit darker, just keep adding until you get it to the colour you want. And we just get that scrap piece of paper and wipe off our pen. Make sure you wipe it really good when you're using red. Okay, just wipe it off. Okay, that's pretty good. And then put your lid back on. So our joy can sit there to just dry just a little bit. How's everyone going? You all doing well? Okay, so I'm going to turn that over a little bit. Grab my glue. You know, when I did these, I was going to use the adhesive sheet on the back, and I went and printed, die cutted them all out for everyone and went, oh, I forgot to put the, the paper underneath it. So you're going to have to use your glue. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so add your joy where you want to add your joy. You can have it straight, you can have it on an angle, however you want to put that joy in. Just add it to your front of your card, and then add your other two little, that one and that one. Okay, let's come up here and say hello to everyone. Hi, Narelle. Good to see you. So this is our beautiful joy card that we made today. It's in a frame. Absolutely gorgeous. Tell me, what did you think? Tell me in the comments. Is this gorgeous or what? It is. The frame's really beautiful. And like I said, you can make this into a shaker card if you want to. So great tips, great ideas. Now we're going to take probably a 7-minute break. We'll get back here about 1:45. So no, that's not long enough to make a cuppa, is it? Okay. We'll get back here at 10:50. That's time to go to the toilet and make a cuppa. We'll be back here at 1:50 to do our next project. Let me just go to my project thing and see which one we're doing, because Caroline Matthews said something to me and I'm sort of like, okay. There's card number 3. Yes, Caroline, we're doing card number 3 next. I missed it. I don't know why. The card number 3 is our next one, so get your card number 3 out. Those that have got the kit, I'll just go through with you quickly. So you probably have got all your paper, and if you've got the embossing folder again, or any type of embossing folder that you want to use, grab that as well. Okay, what else do we need? I don't think we need anything else other than your kit. All right, so we'll be back here at 10:02. So thank you. Hi, Krista. Good to see you. It is a lovely card. It's just beautiful. I love it. Look at the glitter on that. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it glittering? How gorgeous is that card? It's glittering really well. I'll see you all back here at 10 to. Bye for now.